Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and to another Fortnite tips and tricks video. Now, do you wish your aim was better at Fortnite? If so, then this video might be for you. Because the other day I was going through creative, and I found a really interesting, and what I think is actually a really good map for helping you improve your aim. This map is called Aim Warm Up Pro Full Aim All Guns, and is by a creator named feed_booho. I really hope I said that right. Now, even though the map kind of has a strange name, I do believe because it's in a different language, I think Spanish, so it's probably just a translation language barrier. But the language doesn't really matter, because this map is just absolutely awesome. So when you first get into it, you end up in a weapons room, and it has all of the weapons from this chapter, even including brand new impact sniper rifles that you can choose from, which was only just added to the game actually quite recently. And it also has a mod bench, so you can add all the attachments that you want to test out on your weapons to them, and it also has all the mythic weapons if you want to try practicing with those as well. But now where this map differs from most of the other aim training maps that I've found in creative is the fact that it makes you have to run through I think 19 or 20 different levels, or I guess scenarios, and you have to complete each one in order to get to the next one. When other maps, you kind of jump into them and you can kind of pick and choose what you kind of want to do and where you want to go next and how long you want to stay on each activity. But now the problem I find with these maps where you can choose is sometimes you might not really know what exactly you want to trade, or sometimes you could just get kind of stuck in a time warp and you spend way too much time just on that map, wasting a lot of time, because I think if you stay too long trading one specific thing, it's probably actually not that good for you actually for improvement, because you're just kind of getting tired and just overdoing it. And if you waste way too much time trading one thing, that means that you are probably actually neglecting something else that you could probably be trading that would actually help you improve more as a whole in the long run. This map also had a lot of different scenarios that I haven't actually seen in any other aim training maps that I've tried, and trust me, I've tried quite a few of them. And now when you complete every single level in this aim course, it will tell you how long it took you to complete it. So that's how you can track your improvement. So let's say the first time you did it, it took you 30 minutes. Maybe the next time you try to do it, it'll only take you 25 minutes, for example. So the very first scenario was just a tracking scenario where there's 3 different bots that slid along a bar and you had to shoot them, and then once you killed one bot, the next one would start moving. So in doing this scenario, you could, for example, trade 3 different weapons, or you could just practice with just one weapon the entire course, or you could even take one weapon but set it up multiple different ways to get experience using it no matter how it's set up, or to see what mods you actually like the best on it. And now the second scenario was just a flick trading scenario where you're standing on a cone and you just gotta spin around and shoot the bots as they appear as fast as possible. Now that scenario is in a ton of different aim training maps that I've found and tried. Now the next one, you're kind of bouncing up and down, and there's a bot that you have to kind of track and shoot in the air. And now that one's a little different. I haven't really seen any like that. I've seen similar ones where you have to track moving targets, but I haven't seen nothing like that. And then now the next scenario is to help you train your peak shots during build fights. And these yellow walls represent different builds that you would probably see when in a build fight with somebody. This is teaching you how to peek properly and hit the enemy. That drill is also very similar to flick trading in a way. It's also going to improve your reaction time greatly in fights. And now I've seen different scenarios in other maps to train doing your peaks when you're in build fights. I haven't really seen one quite like this one that you just seen, and it's quite unique in comparison, which really made this map stand out to me. The next scenario was very similar to the very first one, except everything went vertically instead of horizontally. And now the sixth scenario was really weird. It was almost like you were floating through the air, bouncing around like a ping pong ball, and there was a bot in the center which you had to track and shoot. I think this is trying to teach you kind of how to jump over somebody and then do a 180 shot and hit them. And that was also a very unique scenario where I've never seen in any other map. And now this next one is pretty awesome. This one is to practice side jumps. So you're supposed to jump sideways and then flick and then try to shoot the bot in the head. That's another thing I haven't really seen in any other maps. And then now we're on to Tile Frenzy. Now there's tons and tons of different maps that already have this. Basically, a target just appears randomly over and over again in different spots, and you just gotta flick over to it and hit it as quickly as possible. Pretty sure it's similar to Kovacs Aim Trader, which a lot of people use on PC or computer. Now this next scenario, I've seen very similar ones in quite a few maps. Basically, there's a bot on a moving platform and you're also on a moving platform, and you have to try to track it and shoot it while it's moving. This is going to help improve your aim when you're in like a moving vehicle and popping out the window in the game trying to shoot at somebody, for example, or if somebody was on the train last season. And now the next scenario is the same thing, except it's vertical, and I've never actually seen one where it did it and everything went up and down. And you only see nobody's moving left and right, so this is kind of a little bit of a unique aim training scenario, and it also is going to help teach you how to control the recoil of the guns, especially the Harbinger SMG I found, because I had to keep pulling down on it while I was moving up and the enemy was going down, and vice versa, you know what I'm saying. And now the next scenario was long range shooting bots that were sliding down a bar, and the one after that was more close range. So the one said more sniper, and this one I believe says you want to use an SMG. So you see how you're going to be constantly training kind of the same sort of mechanics of tracking, but just at different distances, instead of always just doing the exact same distances or same scenario over and over and over again. And now this next scenario, I did not really quite understand. There's just a bot really high up in the air that you just shoot at, just sitting there. So I guess this is like how to aim up and shoot somebody. I don't know. But anyways, while we're watching this one here, I'm just going to say, if you found this video useful at all so far, drop me a like down below or consider commenting and subscribing and let me know. Also, if you have any maps that you would like to share, that you like to use to help train your aim, please also share those down below in the comments, as I wouldn't mind maybe checking them out once in a while to see what else is out there. So now this next scenario is basically a bunch of bots sliding back and forth with walls in front of them, so you have to hit headshots. This is a lot easier to do with the sniper rifle, but still a pretty interesting scenario. And now this one is very similar to Tile Frenzy, but you're bouncing up and down. This is kind of like helping you aim your shotgun shots when you're like shockwaving and landing on somebody. Also another very unique scenario that I have not seen in any other maps. After this scenario, we had another vertical tracking scenario with 3 bots, but this one was at a different distance yet again to the previous ones that we'd seen. And after the vertical tracking, we then had glider tracking. And now, this is a scenario I've seen in a lot of different maps, and this is definitely what I need to work at, because I really suck at that particular scenario. But that's also a nice thing about this map, is you can run through it, and then once you find what you are not really good at, you can then go into a map where you can choose what you want to do for a longer period of time and just practice that one thing in order to improve at it. The next scenario is what I've seen in plenty of other maps, where you're just basically standing on a cone and you have to have an aim duel with a bot. Some maps will actually allow you to bring a friend in with you and you can aim duel them instead. But that's pretty generic and it's everywhere, so not much to say about that one. After that, you hit the very last scenario, where basically there's a small platform and a bot either appears on the left or right, and you just gotta shoot it, and then afterwards it will tell you how much time it took you to complete the entire aim course. So now, who this aim course is probably intended for is for the player who just doesn't know what they need to train, or just doesn't really have an aiming practice or training routine that they follow regularly. So I do recommend that you really do try out this map, and then I also do recommend that you might want to try out some other ones too if you're looking to improve your aim at Fortnite. This also makes a really great warm out. Definitely check this one out, but that'll be it for this video. I am Big Papa Smurf 187. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll hopefully catch you on the next one. And don't forget to have fun gaming. And last but not least, folks, if you'd be interested in me showcasing some more different aim training maps or mechanics training maps, don't forget to let me know in the comments. Bye for now.